This month's lineup has something for everyone, so you'll definitely leave this video with amazing shows to binge, because November 2025 is coming in full force and promises to be one of the most incredible months of the year for series fans. The major streaming platforms are releasing unmissable productions full of mystery, action, drama, and mind-blowing sci-fi. So come with me for the top 10 best and most anticipated series premiering in November 2025. Number 10. Robin Hood. Set in 12th century England, Robin Hood is a bold new take on the classic tale of the most legendary outlaw of all time. The story unfolds years after the Norman conquest, when the Saxons live under the oppressive rule of the Normans. Our protagonist, Rob of Locksley, is the son of a Saxon woodcutter whose life is destroyed when their home is seized, and his father is executed by the corrupt sheriff of Nottingham. Consumed by grief and a thirst for justice, Rob joins the rebellion and becomes the feared leader of the Sherwood Forest outlaws. Meanwhile, Marian, daughter of a Norman noble, lives surrounded by court corruption. Despite being part of the oppressive ruling class, she chooses to fight injustice at Rob's side, using her privileged position to infiltrate the enemy and operate from the shadows. The series blends epic romance, political intrigue, and medieval action, offering a more realistic and human vision of the legend. Filmed in Serbia to authentically recreate 12th century England, the production impresses with detailed sets, costumes, and intense battle scenes. Created by Jonathan English and John Glenn, Robin Hood premiered on November 2nd, 2025 on MGM+. Number 9. I Love LA. The story follows Maya, a talent assistant in Los Angeles who dreams of advancing her career but feels stuck in a cycle with no progress. Her routine is turned upside down when Tallulah, her former best friend, now a famous digital influencer, suddenly reappears, proposing that Maya become her agent. Their reunion reignites old memories, but also brings tension, competition, and plenty of chaos in both their personal and professional lives. Around them are Dylan, Maya's boyfriend, and friends Alani and Charlie, all navigating how time, ambition, and social media have reshaped their relationships. Set in vibrant and chaotic Los Angeles, the city itself becomes almost a character, a place of dreams and opportunity, but also vanity, illusions, and existential crises. HBO Max's new comedy, I Love Los Angeles, premiered on November 2nd, 2025. Number 8. Crutch. The story follows Francois Crutchfield, known simply as Crutch, the owner of a long-standing flooring store in Harlem, New York. After years of hard work, he finally believes he can enjoy a peaceful, empty nest life. But destiny has other plans. His son Jake, the pride of the family, a successful lawyer at a major firm, decides to move back home after re-evaluating his life. Soon after, Jamila, his free-spirited daughter, also returns, bringing emotional baggage of her own, including relationship problems and kids to care for. Suddenly, the quiet and orderly home Crutch imagined becomes a chaotic family battleground, full of laughs, conflict, and heartfelt moments. Balancing generational clashes, personality differences, and lessons about love and patience, Crutch delivers a warm, sharp comedy about what it means to be a parent, to age, and above all, to relearn how to live with the people you love. If you enjoy family-centered series with humor and heart, Crutch is a perfect pick for your next marathon. It arrived on Paramount Plus on November 3rd, 2025. Number 7. Death by Lightning. Based on a true story, Death by Lightning is Netflix's new historical miniseries about James Garfield, the 20th President of the United States, and Charles Guiteau, the man who altered his fate. The story follows Garfield's remarkable rise, a congressman from humble beginnings in Ohio who reaches the White House in a nation still healing from the Civil War. At the same time, we follow Guiteau, an emotionally unstable, recognition-obsessed aspiring politician whose frustrations lead him to an act of violence that would change American history. Blending political suspense, psychological drama, and historical portrait, Death by Lightning dives into Washington's power struggles, party tensions, and the tragedy of an extraordinary yet often forgotten president. The mini-series promises to be one of the most impactful historical dramas of the year. It premiered on November 6th, 2025 on Netflix. Number 6. Pluribus, the new sci-fi series Pluribus, created by Vince Gilligan, the genius behind Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, promises to be one of the most intriguing productions of the year. The story takes place in the near future, after the appearance of a mysterious extraterrestrial virus that transforms almost all of humanity into a hive mind. People connected to each other, always optimistic, serene, and completely happy. But beneath this so-called utopia lies something deeply unsettling, and only one person can see it. Carol Sturcker, a best-selling novelist described as the most miserable woman on earth, is the only one immune to the phenomenon. Isolated and conflicted, she faces an impossible dilemma. Should she save humanity from what everyone believes is paradise? With sharp humor, moral dilemmas, and philosophical twists, Pluribus blends sci-fi, drama, and social critique across 9 intense episodes. It's almost funny to think someone might have to save the world from happiness. The series premiered on Apple TV Plus on November 7th, 2025. Number 5. Last Samurai Standing. This new Netflix live-action series follows Shujiro Saga, an ex-samurai who, after losing his status and facing family struggles, including his wife's and son's illnesses, is drawn into a deadly survival game held at the Tenryuji Temple in Kyoto. There, 292 fallen samurai are each given a wooden tag and must fight to the death, stealing one another's tags as they travel across Japan toward Tokyo. The winner earns a prize of 100 billion yen and a chance to regain his honor. Called Kodoku, the tournament symbolizes the fall of the samurai era and the rise of a modern Japan where ancient traditions collide with Western influence. With brutal action sequences, intense human drama, and a rich historical backdrop, Last Samurai Standing promises to be one of the year's most epic Japanese productions, a clash of honor, survival, and redemption. It premieres on November 13th, 2025. Number 4. The Beast in Me. The story follows Aggie Wiggs, an award-winning writer who has lived in isolation since the tragic death of her son. Her life changes when a new neighbor moves next door, Niall Jarvis, a charismatic real estate mogul surrounded by dark rumors about the disappearance of his wife. Intrigued and obsessed, Aggie decides to use him as inspiration for her next book, but the closer she gets, the more dangerous their relationship becomes. The series evolves into an intense psychological cat-and-mouse game where truth and manipulation blend together, and it soon becomes clear that the real monster may not be who it seems. The Beast in Me delivers tension, mystery, and psychological warfare worthy of today's best thrillers. The new Netflix psychological thriller premieres on November 13th, 2025. Number 3. Landman, Season 2. The story dives deep into the dilemmas of power, legacy, and morality in the heart of Texas, where billion-dollar deals collide with corruption, ambition, and crime. This time, Tommy must contend with Cammy Miller, Monty Miller's widow, and the company's new majority shareholder, a strong woman who challenges the male-dominated oil empire and forms a partnership with him that is as explosive as it is strategic. While the cartel led by Galino threatens the company's operations, the series also expands its family drama. Angela, Ainsley, and Cooper Norris face their own crises as the family's status shifts. The production blends corporate thriller, family drama, and criminal tension into a modern neo-Western, a story about power, survival, and the price of ruling an oil empire. Season 2 of Landman arrives on Paramount Plus on November 16th, 2025. Number 2. The Mighty Nine. Set in the same world as the legend of Vox Machina, but taking place about 20 years later, the show promises a new story that's accessible even to newcomers, yet packed with references for longtime fans. The story follows a group of misfits, fugitives, and outcasts, people marked by secrets, loss, and emotional scars, who band together on an unlikely mission to recover a powerful arcane artifact known as the Beacon before it destroys the balance of the kingdom and reality itself. As they face magical threats and moral dilemmas, the group must learn to trust each other, confront their traumas, and discover whether they're truly capable of becoming heroes. With striking animation, dark humor, and epic adventure, The Mighty Nine is the newest adult fantasy series from the Critical Role universe, arriving on Prime Video on November 19th, 2025. Before we get to the last series, I need to say I spend half my day putting together these lists to help you find a good movie or series to watch. And if I'm helping you in any way with this video, then my job is done. The only thing I ask is that you give the video a like. That way, YouTube shows my work to more people, and in return, you'll be helping out this tired old guy right here. Number 1. Stranger Things, Season 5. Stranger Things 5 marks the grand finale of one of Netflix's most iconic series and promises the darkest, most epic, and most emotional season yet. The story takes place in the fall of 1987, a few months after the events of Season 4. The rifts opened into the Upside Down have devastated Hawkins, turning the town into a field of ruins, isolated from the rest of the country and under military quarantine. The government intensifies its hunt for Eleven, who now takes on a far more mature and determined role, a true warrior preparing for the final confrontation. Meanwhile, the group reunites to face the aftermath of the destruction and pursue their single goal: find and eliminate Vecna, who has vanished but continues to manipulate the shadow world from behind the scenes. With promises of massive battles, stunning visual effects, and deeply emotional moments, Stranger Things 5 arrives to close the Hawkins saga, an epic farewell filled with friendship, sacrifice, and the end of an era. The final season of this sci-fi epic, one of Netflix's biggest cultural phenomena, will be released in 3 volumes. Volume 1, Episodes 1-4, November 26th. Volume 2, Episodes 5-7, December 25th. Volume 3, Episode 8, The Grand Finale, December 31st, 2025. Yes, literally on the last day of the year. So now the big question is, will you spend New Year's Eve out celebrating with fireworks or curled up at home watching the epic finale of Stranger Things? Now pay close attention. If you don't subscribe to this channel right now, you might never find me again on YouTube, and I promise I'll be your guide, so you'll never be left wondering what to watch again. May God's divine light shine upon each and every one of you. See you next time, my friends.